Hi guys, it's Shifumac and today I will show you how to install Ubuntu in a VirtualBox. Let's go! First things first is to download and install a VirtualBox from their website virtualbox.org and choose what type of platform packages depending on your operating system. Mine is Windows OS. And then download Ubuntu Desktop, Ubuntu 20.04 LTS by clicking the download tab on the website, and then here I already downloaded it, so we will proceed on the next step. After downloading and installing the VirtualBox and the Ubuntu ISO file, now I will teach you how to create a virtual machine. In order to do that, open your VirtualBox manager and then click New, and then name the virtual machine we would like to create. So let's name it on the operating system we're gonna use, which is the Ubuntu desktop, and then the machine folder will automatically generate the path your machine will be stored, and the type is generated by the system or detected, which is the Linux, and then the version, which is the 1-64-bit. So leave it as is and then click next. And here we will allocate the memory size we will give to the virtual machine. So the recommended memory size is 1024 MB. That's the lowest we can give. And for me, I'll give 2 gigabytes of RAM. Or you can give up until this green line here. So we can do that. So let's do that. Let's create that line in there, and then click next. Now in here, the hard disk. So because we don't have a virtual hard disk for now, we cannot use an existing virtual hard disk. So we should create a virtual hard disk. So select create a virtual hard disk now. Let's click create, and then the file type should be VDI or VirtualBox disk image. So select that and click next. And storage on physical hard disk, we should select dynamically allocated. So the explanation is here, and then click next. Now after we have allocated the RAM size, now we will allocate the hard disk size, and then the path in here, and then the selection in here. So we can select according to our hard disk availability or the free size. For me, I will select a 100 gigabytes, and I'm using SSD. Let's check if it's free. Yes, it has a free space of 208 gigabytes. So I will give it to the and I will put it in the SSD. I'll name it Ubuntu desktop. Open and save it in there. Yes. Okay, let's just save it in here. Let's just save it in here. And then I'll just gonna adjust it to 50 gigabytes. And create. So we have created a virtual machine. Let's now proceed in installing the Ubuntu operating system. But before that, let's go to settings and tweak some of the settings. So let's go to settings and then go to advanced. So find the shared clipboard and drag and drop. So let's change it into bidirectional. So it means that your current operating system and your Ubuntu operating system will allow the copy and paste to both of the operating system. So it connects to the operating system. And then go to system. So as you can see, this is what we have allocated presently, the RAM. Now let's go to processor. The default processor allocation is 1 CPU, and depending on your system you can maximize it. So I'll maximize it into 4 CPU, the end of this green line. And then let's go to display, leave it as is. Let's go to storage. So here we will add the disk image or the installer of our Ubuntu operating system. So click this empty label here and then click this button and then locate where your downloaded Ubuntu installation disk or the ISO file is, and after you have located it, you can click it and then open. So here you can see it is recognized, and let's click OK. So we have changed some of the settings, and now we can click start. So let's just wait. And here just click OK or start. Let's just wait for the Ubuntu operating system to complete. Let's close this notification. As you can see, so we can now see the Ubuntu desktop. Let's just wait for it to load. So this is the installation of the operating system. Let's click English and then install Ubuntu. Now select your keyboard layout. My keyboard layout is English, and then you can test your keyboard if you don't know what type of keyboard layout you are using. Let's try if it can detect. Please press one of the following keys. N, Z, so here you can detect your keyboard layout, or you just choose your keyboard layout. After choosing your keyboard layout, you can click continue, and then you can choose normal installation or minimal installation. I will choose normal installation, and I will click install third-party software for graphics and Wi-Fi hardware. So click next or continue. Click continue. Wait for it to load. Now here, it states here that erase disk and install Ubuntu. And it has a warning that will delete all your programs documents. But in our case, we install it inside the VirtualBox, so it will not affect our files and documents, or our important files. Now we can click install now. If you continue, changes listed below will be written this. Okay, so click continue. Wait for it to load. Now here, select where you are located. So it automatically locate Manila. Let's click continue. And then set up your, and then write your name, or you can set up the computer's name. So my name is Raymark. Yes, we can name it Raymark VirtualBox. Okay. And the username, you can click your own username. Say Raymark also. Let's change it to lowercase. Okay. Then password. Put your own password. You can choose login automatically or require my password. So click continue. Let's wait for it to load or to finish copying files.
Sharks a year. So maybe instead of being scared of sharks, you should be more scared.
After some time, it is now nearly complete. Let's just wait for a little while for it to complete its files. After the installation is complete, it will prompt that you need to restart. So let's click restart now, and the Ubuntu will restart. And let's click enter. Let's wait for the operating system to load. After starting our Ubuntu desktop, we will log in our account, and then we will maximize it. Let's wait for it to load. Then as you can see, as we maximize it, the desktop remains small. So we will fix that issue by going to the terminal here, and then let's type this code I have here. Let's install, then let's type this code in here. So let's install a tool. So let's click sudo apt install build essential dash essential akms linux dash headers dash $sign open close parenthesis uname dash r. So let's type our password. It is hidden, that is why it is not shown. Click enter. Then as you can see, it's done. And then let's close the terminal. And then let's click devices, then insert guest addition CD image. Then here, let's click run. Then type the password. We need to install a tool for our virtual machine to maximize the desktop. So let's just wait for it to complete its process. It might take some time. Let's hide this note. Now it states here that press return to close this window. So let's click enter. Now we will turn this off. So click this arrow down here, then power off, then click again power off, then let's click this power off button. Then our Ubuntu desktop will be powered off. So after installing the tool for our virtual machine to maximize, let's check if it worked. Go to your virtual machine, then click start for your operating system to boot, then wait for it to load its components. Now, our account here is shown, then let's log into our account. Here's our desktop. Let's see if it will be maximized. Let's click here. So as you can see, it is maximized. And as you can see, I copied this. I have written here in the tab here. So let's paste it in here to show that you can copy and paste from your current operating system to your virtual machines. Paste, and vice versa also. Let's type Ubuntu, and let's copy and go to our Windows, and let's paste it. As you can see, we can copy and paste across our operating systems. And that's it. Once again, it's Shifo Mac. Happy learning!